what do we have here? Well, look at this. Seems like someone's in a bit of trouble, huh? The engine's toast, isn't it? If I were you, I wouldn't even bother trying to turn it over again. This model's way past its prime. I can see why I gave up. The heat's killing it. You're lucky it didn't catch fire on you, though. You need a ride? Or are you planning to walk around this hellscape on your own? I thought so. You look like someone who's in need of a hand. I'm guessing you got some valuable stuff in that car of yours, huh? Might want to grab it before the vultures come around. Don't worry, I got no intention of taking your belongings. But in this part of the outer ring, you can't be too careful. I'm Pulchra, by the way, in case you didn't know who I was already. Though if I'm honest, most people keep their distance. I'm not the kind of person you want to cross. If you're looking for a ride, I can give you one, but there's a price. And something tells me you got the money to spare, right? I'm not one for free rides. I got my own expenses. So, if you're willing to part with a little cash, I get you out of here. Safe. But if you're hoping for a favor, you might want to reconsider. I see my fair share of wrecked cars out here, but I haven't seen a well-dressed wreck in a while. The way you carry yourself, though. You're not a local. And the tech in your car? Let me guess, you're a proxy. I've heard whispers about you. They say you've been everywhere. Took down Thanatos, the dead-end butcher. Ethereals, yeah? Real, heavy hitters from what I hear. They say you know how to navigate the hollows like it's second nature, but this is the outer ring, baby. First time out here, huh? But you're not just some rookie, are you? In that case, this changes things. You're the kind of person who's earned their reputation. If you've taken down some of those ethereals, maybe you can handle yourself out here too, huh? I didn't expect this. You were just another weakling stranded out here, but now you're someone I respect. Listen, I'm a professional. I work for whoever pays the right price, but I only respect those who can show strength. It seems like you got that. So tell me, what's your next move? What's your plan for getting out of here? Yeah, I figured you had one. Not a rookie move, but I gotta admit, you got me curious. Never thought I'd meet you out here. I'll be straight with you. I thought you were just another person in over their head. Guess that was my mistake, huh? Alright, so here's the deal. We're not leaving you stranded. I got a spot nearby. A few miles west of here. Not exactly a 5-star hotel, but it'll do. I can get you out there, but you gotta make sure we both get out of here in one piece. I won't make exceptions. You seem like the type who doesn't back down. I like that. Now, you might want to double check that wreck of yours. Anything you can't leave behind? Personal stuff? Important stuff? We might not have time to come back for it. This place is crawling with scavengers and worse. Smart cookie. Take what you need. Not sure how much longer that car will be here, so you better be quick. You know, you're really starting to change my perspective. I thought you were just some weak, lost soul in the middle of nowhere, but here you are, showing off the kind of guts and skill it takes to survive in the outer ring. I respect that. People who can handle themselves like you, they don't come around often. Hell, I think you might even surprise me. Alright, so you good? Got everything? Because I'm not sticking around if you decide to go off and find something else. I'm a woman of business. You want the ride, you pay the price. Well, let's get moving then. We'll talk more once we're clear of this place, but first things first, don't go thinking you're the only tough one around here. The outer ring has a way of testing everyone. And from what I'm seeing, you got the tools to make it. I won't doubt that again. So, what do you say? You'll take the ride, and I'll make sure you don't end up like those other poor souls that wander through this godforsaken place. Just don't expect me to go easy on you, alright? I'll still test you. Make sure you're up for the challenge, but at least for now, I know you're not just another fool. Good. I'm glad we're in agreement. So, you're not exactly a tourist, huh? You don't just end up in the outer ring unless you got a reason. Or you're incredibly stupid. From the way you've been carrying yourself, you don't seem like the type to just wander out here without a good reason. Come on. What's the deal? You got some kind of special mission? Something that needs the kind of technology you carry? Or were you just dumb enough to drive your fancy ride out here? Oh, a commission, huh? I see. You're out here working. It's not exactly safe to be wandering in the outer ring with high-tech gear, not unless you got a solid reason. Things break down here, fast. You sure you're up for this? Or maybe you just don't care. So what's the job? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to be honest, but you're carrying some serious equipment. That's not just some any standard gear, you know. Not for someone just passing through. If you don't mind me asking though, why bring everything out here? I mean, I get it, but there's gotta be something real important if you're lugging around all that equipment. It doesn't look like you're the type to just show up and hope for the best. So what's the deal? Why make the trek? The outer ring doesn't exactly offer luxury accommodations. Whatever it is, it better be worth it. Okay, so you're on commission, huh? So you're here on someone else's orders. Sounds like you got big clients. I guess that's what happens when you're a proxy. You get to pick and choose your work, huh? You're not exactly the usual type to take on something this dangerous, but I guess a job's a job. You didn't answer me, though. Why all the equipment? You've got gear I've never seen before. And out here? You must be one of those specialists who don't rely on just their strength, huh? You're used to controlling the situation, being the one to call the shots. But here, everything's different. It's like the technology's all stuck in the past. You might find yourself a bit out of your depth here. Whatever fancy tech you got, it won't mean much if you don't have a plan. Here in the outer ring? Yeah, this place doesn't care much for new technology. If you're carrying all this with you, I'm guessing you got an ace up your sleeve? Something important. Something worth risking this hellhole for. Okay, so you really are out here for a big job. A job that doesn't just require a few tools, but everything you got. I can respect that. But you're not wrong. The outer ring, it's a nightmare for new tech. Doesn't matter how cutting edge the gear is, this place has a way of shutting it down fast. It's like the environment itself corrupts everything. You got no idea how many people I've seen come through here with top of the line everything, only to watch it fail them in seconds. That kind of tech out here? You're lucky it hasn't already shorted out on you. It doesn't take much for this wasteland to kill the best of the best. You gotta be careful. This place, it's not just about power or tech, it's about survival. That's why most people who come out here with fancy gear, they either leave it behind or get their heads blown off trying to make it work. So tell me, what's so important that you're carrying all of that? I mean, there's no point in pretending you don't have some serious equipment on you. Don't get me wrong, it's impressive, but this kind of stuff, it's not meant for these kinds of places. What's the mission? Oh. Well, that's big. Real big. You're not just running errands. Sounds like this job's going to get dangerous real fast. You might have been expecting trouble, but this is different. I can tell. You got the equipment, the skills, and the guts to handle yourself, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Out here, this tech isn't going to save you. You might need a little more than just fancy tools, buddy. No one really understands that about the Outer Ring. It's not the machines you should fear, it's the environment itself and what it does to you, to your tech, but... if there's anyone who's going to pull it off, it's you. I can see that. You're not the type to go down without a fight, are you? And I respect that more than anything. Just don't get any funny ideas of that fancy gears of yours, alright? You trying to use it out here and... I think I just might have to remind you how quickly it'll turn on you. But hey, it's your job. Just keep that head of yours on the swivel and make sure you're ready to think on your feet. Technology's nice and all, but this place, it's going to strip that away in an instant. Let's get you to safety first and we can talk about this mission more. And if you're willing to give me a cut, I wouldn't mind helping you. There's still a lot of ground to cover, but if anyone can get through this, I got a feeling it's you. Just don't forget, you're not the only one who knows how to navigate the dangers out here. We'll get through this. Together. If you so wish. And if the price is right. So, what do you say, Proxy? So we got ourselves a deal? Looking forward to your patronage, Proxy.